Hey everyone, it's Tom Gentile. Welcome to Tom's Trading Room. It is Friday morning, and I want to show you what we have going on for the week. Rather than me just talk about everything that you already know about how the markets went up and down and all this volatility we're having, I'm going to answer the couple of questions that have been hit to me this week with all the volatility. And number one is, what's the quickest way to really spot the stocks that are most moving with the market if I want to jump on the bullish train or the bearish train? And then the second question is, how do I find the stocks that have the highest IV? Because I want to be a seller. Those are the big questions I think that are ones that need to be answered. So I'm going to answer those right now. Number one, to find the stocks that are moving most with the market right now, and a lot of them are, the best ones, just go to stocks, go to stock rankers, and come down to Tom's Movers. All right, click on Tom's Movers, and I want you to change this minimum stock price to 100. Let's get the real big movers. The penny and weekly list, I pull that. All right, stock price 100. I'm going to look at the last 7 days of movement, and I want to see at least a 1% range between the high and the low. That's not going to be a problem at all. Click on search, and you'll see here that you're getting a lot. Well, you're going to obviously see a lot of the indexes in here. But take a look at when you get down past number 5, Celgene, Costco, Berkshire, Boeing, Goldman, F5. Right? These are all stocks that, number one, they're all over $100 a share. Number two, the stock percent changes have been huge. But more importantly, the next ranking is what they're doing between their high and low on average for the last week of trading. And number 4, with the markets moving incredibly large in the last several days, you're going to see all these stocks in the high 90s. They're doing what the overall market's doing right now. Celgene, 99% correlated with the SPY. Also Costco. You got Berkshire, Boeing, Goldman, F5 Networks, and the Russell Index are correlated 98% to the SPY. Gilead 97, etc. A lot of 90s over here. I haven't seen this many in quite some time. Next question is, where do I find the stocks that have the highest implied volatility? Let's go to options. Let's go to rankers. A very easy pre-computed IV rank. And then you're going to see the ones at the top are the most expensive in the last year. Right? The ones at the bottom can be cheap. But if you look here, you can see S&P is at the top. Rarely do you see the actual SPY at the top of this list. But you're also going to see, stocks like Bank of America, financials, all right, and technology is going to round out this top 20 as you see in here. But you're seeing stocks in here that you typically wouldn't see at the high end of the IV curve, all right? This is where, if you're bullish or if you're bearish short term on any of this, selling options or creating spreads where you're selling premium makes much better sense than actually going out there and buying it. Finally, what's cheap? Let's click on Cheap IV, and you're going to see Cameron International. Natural gas, the UNG ETF. This thing is almost always on the opposite side of volatility. It's sleeping when everything else is screaming, and it's screaming when everything else is asleep. All right, guys, that's my blog for you for the week. You can check out more on the email that came with this video blog, as well as our trade of the week. Have a great weekend. If you're living in Florida like I am, get ready for Erica. She's on her way. I'm already looking to try to batten down the hatches. And stay safe, stay dry. I'll talk to you soon.